Welcome to Wetpixel Live. My name is Adam Hanlon, and again, welcome to the virtual trade show in November 21. And obviously, one of the key stalwarts of the imaging area at DEMA is always Backscatter. Obviously, Backscatter based in Monterey, in California, and they retail and supply a huge range of underwater imaging equipment. They have obviously a vast amount of knowledge on staff, and they have quite a lot of their own products too. So sadly, we won't be joining them. Normally, the team from Backscatter are quite prominent at the Wetpixel parties. Sadly, I'm afraid we won't be seeing them either in flesh or at a party, which is very sad. But nevertheless, again, they've kindly sent us a video submission for the trade show, emphasising what they're up to, emphasising their new products for 21-22. And you know, it's very exciting. We really appreciate the effort everyone's taken to do this. Thanks particularly to Robin, who really worked very hard to get this to me in time. So really appreciated. Enjoy it. Lots of great products and information here from Backscatter. Thank you very much.
What's up, Wetpixel party people? Robin from Backscatter here, and we're going to get hands-on with some of our latest, greatest, and favorite gear for underwater photo and video. So stick with us and we'll check it out. So the first piece of gear I want to cover is our macro wide 4300 video light. This video light is one of the brightest, easiest to use, and most travel-friendly video lights you're going to find in a light this size. What's really cool about it is that it has a super wide, really even beam for wide angle shooting, so you can put two of them on your rig, and if you're using a GoPro or a compact camera or something in this realm, it's going to provide plenty of smooth, even coverage on big scenes. But one of the things that we really like doing with it is switching it into its spot beam for a nice, tight, concentrated, bright video light on small macro subjects. Where it gets even cooler is that it integrates directly with our OS1 optical snoot for a super precise, pinpointed light beam that totally eliminates any ambient light and really blacks out that background behind your subject. So even if you're just shooting with a little TG6 or something that does macro really well and is super easy to use, you put one of these 4300 video lights on there, add a snoot onto it, and you're shooting out of this world macro in the easiest way possible. The other really cool thing in our lighting category is the Backscatter Mini Flash, or the MF1. The Mini Flash is a strobe that we designed to be the perfect pairing for compact cameras and to be especially good for shooting macro and really close-up subjects. The Mini Flash isn't meant to be a major competitor for wide angle coverage. That's not really what it's meant to do well at all. This strobe is built with macro in mind. It's got a much more concentrated, really tight, bright flash beam that's perfect for lighting up stuff just in front of the lens of the camera. Where it gets really cool is integrating that OS1 optical snoot, just snaps straight onto the front, and just like the macro wide 4300 video light, creates that really tight, pinpointed beam of light that allows us to black out the background and surrounding elements around our subject. It just doesn't get any easier, more compact, or travel-friendly, or simple to use, especially for new photographers, than this for snooted macro photography. So here's something a little different for you. This is the Backscatter color filter system. These are meant to add a totally new dimension to your images by incorporating a bold splash of color directly into your lighting. The color filters come in two different sets, either a pastel set or a bold set, and they have two different mounts, one directly for the end of the optical snoot and one directly for either the macro wide 4300 video light or mini flash. Same mount works on both of the lights. So you add these on and then slide in a color filter of your choosing to start playing with some really fun creative elements. You can do some crazy stuff here. You can light the subject directly with a pop of color, or you can mix some colored backlighting with white snooted lighting on the subject in the foreground for a really cool juxtaposition and contrast where your imagination is truly the only thing limiting you. So really fun to play with, especially if you're a true macro nerd. We love incorporating these into our shots for something totally different and fresh. Something else new we've got for you guys is the wider extended double handle tray and arch. The new tray is a wider version of our classic double handle tray meant to accommodate more housings. It's ideal for GoPro, compact, and even small mirrorless cameras. What's really cool is that the new tray works with the new arch. This offers additional mounting points for your flex arms and ball mounts. It acts as a convenient carry handle, and what's really cool is that it gives you a practical place to mount a quick disconnect system for a wide angle or macro accessory lens. When you want to swap between your shooting styles on the dive, you can just pop that off with a quick release and have a really convenient place to store it on your rig. This is a super sweet accessory for fully kitting out your compact camera or small mirrorless system. In the world of GoPro, we've got our classic flip filters. The latest Flip 9 works perfectly with the GoPro Hero 10 in its dive housing and is still the best way for perfect color at any depth with depth-rated filters that simply flip on and flip off for the perfect color no matter how deep you're shooting at. In the world of compact cameras, it's still really hard to beat our favorite of all time, the Olympus TG6. This is hands down one of the easiest cameras ever for shooting excellent macro. It also captures a really great wide angle, and we have a ton of content about this camera detailing not only all its features and benefits, but also how to use it with a very comprehensive best settings guide. So if you want to learn more about that and why it is our favorite compact camera of all time, be sure to check that out. There's a lot to explore with it. On the mirrorless side of things, we've got the Olympus EPL10 in the Backscatter Octo housing. This is what we call the best bang for your buck in underwater photography because it's an ideal balance between value, performance, and ease of use. The EPL10 is our pick for the next step up of camera from a TG6 or a GoPro because it has a bigger sensor and the ability to change lenses on the camera body. This is really what unlocks that whole next tier of imaging performance because it gives you the choice between using a kit lens and wet mount conversion optics or a dedicated lens for either wide angle or macro shooting. This is really where you start to get into all the features of an interchangeable lens SLR camera, but at a very compact size in an easy to use mirrorless platform. There's just nothing else out there right now that gets you this much potential for this much value in such a small, cool looking, and easy to use package. That was a lot of stuff that we just covered in a very short amount of time. So after this video, head over to backscatter.com where you can take your time and check out all of our articles, videos, and sample content from all this gear, plus a whole lot more. Backscatter is the world's leading retailer of underwater photo and video equipment. We ship internationally every day, we'll beat any competitor's price, and we dive, shoot, and service everything we sell and always include free lifetime tech support on every purchase, no matter how big or small. Anytime you have a question about underwater photo and video stuff, just give us a call and we'll be happy to help you out. It's our passion. I'm Robin from Backscatter signing off. Thanks for watching and happy shooting.